All right. We should be back here in just a second. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. This is Skyline Towing Take 2. Now that everything's working again. Again, sorry about that, folks. Gotta love it when 5M decides to crash and refuses to start again without rebooting the whole computer, even after force quitting it. So, yeah, fun. Alright, so we're there. We need to come over here. Make sure we're in there. We're in there. We're back in the CAD as available. Let's see if we can see anything that we might have missed while we were crashed. The pizza place is back open. Cool. Make sure everything still looks good over here. It does. We'll bring me up just a hair. Alright. Let's see if we can do this again without it crashing. And unlike earlier, when I rebooted, I forgot to make sure that the controller was up and running when I started up 5M, and so I'm back to the keyboard. Because by the time I figured it out, I was already going, and I'm like, I'm not restarting this again, because I didn't want to have to shut everything down and restart the whole computer again. That just looks a little weird. But to each their own. Yes, Cash, back to the keyboard, which is what I've been used to. Been just trying to use the controller a little more recently, but since the controller wasn't connected when I started 5M, it's not going to connect and work, so yep, that is it is. mean, if you want to see something a little bit impressive for a keyboard cat, probably about a week and a half ago now, one of the Friday night, I think it was Friday night, might have been a Saturday night, we were doing the asphalt track that we have now. And I was actually doing that on a keyboard when everyone else was using a controller, and was actually doing pretty good, keeping up with some. Those cars on that track though have, it's like from here to that telephone pole is what the car thinks the body looks like, even though reality says it's right here at the front bumper. So there was a little bit of pushing and shoving happening that wasn't meant to happen, but it's the way it goes sometimes. And he's listening to the radio, so we're going to turn that off for him so he quits bouncing around to nothing. Yeah, there was a few people that were a little impressed that I was doing that well on a keyboard. I'll tell you, that was some of the toughest driving I've done in a while, though, because turning like that while trying to keep the thing accelerated was just a whole lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, I'm over here just non-stop feathering, trying to keep that thing on a reasonable arc through the corners. A little easier to do on a controller once I get a little more practice. We're in 2, which means we have... Remember, if we have dirt or asphalt. Asphalt's on 1, dirt's on 2. Might have to go up there and do a little... Well, no, because I don't have the working controller to do it with, so never mind. Yeah, I was having a good time with that one. That one was fun. And then I know it kind of ended abruptly. A few things got said that I took one way when they were meeting it another, and it was late enough that I was I was done. I was getting close to being done for the night anyway. So because I had work so I just I'm green. Jeez. So I just said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna call it a night and throw it in. I was only gonna do. Wasn't even going to do the next race anyway, so it really didn't matter. I was going to watch it for a few minutes just to see how it went, but I just opted to step away. But we've since, as adults, we talked it out afterwards, and I understood what they, I was like, oh, okay, that's what y'all were meaning by that. They weren't actually upset. Oh, yeah, because it crashed. I have to go, I need to go play Magic with that vehicle, I think. So, we'll see. It's either going to do one of two things. It's either going to be nice, or I'm going to have to get really creative. Oh yeah, that fourth corner was a pain to control at times. There's definitely, if you're riding the wall on those courses, there's definitely some hidden points that stick out just a little bit, because there was a whole lot of times that it was like, wham, nothing there, but it threw you like you had actually hit something hard. And we're just going to make that disappear that way, because it technically does not fit on the back of this tow truck, unfortunately, or I would have towed it away. And I didn't realize I forgot they were there, or I would have done that a little differently. Oh, I think somebody did see it. I think they were setting something up there at the Yellow Jack. I just hope it wasn't Bugs or Ryan that were trying to record something and I just caused them to have to start over. So, because they definitely were walking my way after I deleted it, and I didn't even realize they were coming my way. So, but no, unfortunately, this tow truck does not fit on the bed of this tow truck. We have to break out the 4-door International, which its body is, or its bed is about as long as this tow truck is. Where this truck just the wheelbase does not fit on this flatbed, unfortunately. We tried, and when we tried it, the rear tires were sitting about here. So, yeah, it looked a little jank going down the road with this flatbed on top of itself, so. But otherwise I would have just said, okay, it died, we got another truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call it 6. Now I'm starting to question it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It happens. Things happen like that occasionally. Somebody doesn't realize somebody's around and you delete it and they saw it. That's the way it goes. But that's part of this is part of the reason why I'm really looking forward to. They are talking about. I'm going to come back here because I want to make this disappear for a second. As we do it. They're actually looking at.
San Andreas dispatched to Skyline.
Never mind.
Towing.
Dispatcher, you okay?
Yeah, I'm having a sneezing attack. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yep, doing great. Could you start a record out to 949 Panorama on an abandoned vehicle? Partially blocking the roadway, I believe.
Yes, sir, we can. It'll be about 1.5 minutes.
All right, thanks so much.
No problem. But what I was going to show you is we've got a F550 with the crane, the lift boom on the back. It's got the hooks on it. It's got the wheel lift. The little tow trucks that you see running around all over that aren't the flatbeds. That sucker's a nice truck. It's got a lot of capability. It just, right now, it's got the standard problem on 5M that you go 30 seconds to a minute and it's going to drop the car off the hook. Well, they're actually looking at fixing that. They got a couple of tricks they're going to try to see if they can make that truck work again. And if they get that, that would have been an awesome opportunity for us to be able to potentially just use something like that to come pick this up. So we're going to go see if we can find this abandoned vehicle. I see cops going into the Yellow Jack. They said 949 Panorama, partially blocking the road. Abandoned. I am up. There's the cop. Okay. I see our cop car. I don't see up. Now I see a vehicle. Okay. Officer, did you have a chance to check to see if we had keys?
What's that?
Did you have a chance to check to see if they had keys?
Let me check. I'll check now. Yeah,
Hey,
it looks like the keys are in there.
I love it when they leave them in the ignition.
Oh, it's really handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was just abandoned here. It was really weird.
Really? That's not normal.
Yeah, just a nice dumpster just lying out here. Just the door open. Kind of weird.
Yeah, let me.
The plate doesn't come back to anything either. So.
All right, let me get the bed lifted up and get off the side of the road so we don't get hit, and then we can do the paperwork.
Yeah, I'm looking out for traffic behind me.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
watching. Yeah, I don't feel like getting hit tonight. I was like, okay, let's get this out of the road.
No, you're right. You're right.
So yeah, I mean, nice vehicle. So you said the plate doesn't come back to anybody?
Yeah, not registered.
Interesting. So that means this is probably going to your impound, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would probably make sense.
Yeah, that way y'all can try and figure out who owns it, because somebody's gonna call in and go, I'm missing my vehicle.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have to explain why the plate doesn't match it.
Yeah, be a whole thing. Glad I'm not having to deal with it.
Yeah, so if you do me a favor, you can just sign at the bottom of my paperwork, and then I'll give you your copy for your report.
Alrighty. There you go.
All right, and there's the pink copy for you for your report.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Do you need me to sign anything for you, or you're all good?
Nah, I'm all good.
All right, well then I'll get this down to impound and get out of your hair.
Alrighty.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
You too. Be safe.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to see Jock in and hanging out and doing stuff. It's always good when he's around. And it's nice that it's a Friday night. I mean, we get everybody in. It's nice to actually get to participate. I got in for a short little bit the other night or last week on Friday, but I didn't end up streaming it because I knew I was only going to be in for like 20-30 minutes at the most. Had some stuff going on that had an early start to a long day on Saturday, so I had to go get some sleep. But yeah, what I was talking about before things. Yeah, some people enjoy doing that, being able to do that. And then some of us don't mind doing it to be able to put content out like I'm doing right now. But this is the truck I was talking about, earlier before that I was going to pull out and show you. It's a nice little truck. It's got a lot of capability to it. We got more lights on this than we do the Dodge Ram, but the problem is it keeps dropping the cars. So hopefully they can get this fixed, and that'll allow us to be able to actually start putting this back to use. Because right now, I mean, yes, I could RP that I've hooked that hooked up something, but I'm gonna go just a couple feet. It's gonna drop, and I'm just gonna end up DVing the car and then pretending like I'm towing it all the way to wherever to dispose of it. So just kind of makes it a little harder. So that's why you've seen a lot of people running around with the Dodge flatbeds right now, because it's the only ones that are working. Even the big heavy duty trucks, have the same problem. The hooks are dropping the cars. So hopefully if they figure it out for the one, they can implement the fix for all of them, which would be really cool. Yeah, it's a nice truck. I've actually got one for KJ. Has a second. He works for Skyline, but he actually owns his own tow company. He's got Block Tow, and he's got a beat up version of that truck that he owns. It's been through the ringer. It's got a fair number of miles on it, but it still does a decent job. The doors don't match, but it works. So, but again, the problem is the darn thing drops the car, so I can't go far with that one. So once they hopefully get that fixed, I'll be able to really develop that side of KJ and let that business kind of start picking up and let him run long enough to actually be able to afford to get a nice flatbed like this. And I think I marked myself available, but let me make sure. Yep, I did. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a pity, Cash. I feel bad because it's like, man, that truck's so nice and it's nimble. It'll fit in places that this wouldn't realistically be a good fit to get into. And, it just kind of is a bummer. So they're talking about possibly making it into, I don't know, behind the scenes. They got a few ideas of ways they can make it work, potentially make it work. We'll see if it actually comes to tuition. Well, thanks. He's doing the best he can. He's trying. He's realized after a while, he's like, I'm just sitting here making money for somebody else. Why not, when I'm not working for this one, try to get my own going, and eventually, it may get big enough that he may step away from Skyline or take a smaller role within it. He might only work, he might work like the weekends and work his, his company. Hello?
Hello, we need a tow down to 1019 Alhambra at the motel there for a red compact car.
Alright, we can have a truck turn around. He's just down the street from you. He'll be about 1 minute.
Copy, thank you very much.
No problem. And we get officers that call us on over the radio just like that. So I thought I heard a break, and I'm like, what? Look over. Oh yeah, there is somebody in here with me. Am I gonna make it? Nope. I was hopeful, but I didn't make it. If I had janked the U-turn, I would have made the light, but I was trying to be a little more legit, and so I didn't quite make it. Hello? Officer? Well, something's happening down the road. I mean, I know it called for a up there he is. Officer?
Sorry about that.
No
Fell
problem.
asleep. Alright, I gotta run off quickly, so let me just sign quickly.
No problem. If you just sign the bottom, I'm assuming I'm taking the impound.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we'll take the impound.
I gotta run. We got
No
shots
problem.
fired.
Good luck. Be safe.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. It does work. Cool. That would be a case if I have a feeling he had the problem I was having earlier, which was his 5M crash. I have a feeling. It's because he was there, he disappeared, and then he was there again. So, yeah, I think that was the case of the game crashed on him. But no, if he hadn't come back, I would have I would have kept the red one on the bed, and I would have RP'd that maybe I hooked it to the underreach and towed it away as well, and just county towed it. Oh, and I would have just sent a message to our CAD to dispatch, letting him know that, hey, Officer 163's vehicle, we towed it off and it's sitting at the station or wherever. Feel free to spawn it back in. So that way they could let the officer know. Because that happens, and it's unfortunate, but it does happen. That's why we just kind of waited. I was like, all right, well, I know I'm loading this car, so we're going to at least get it loaded while we wait to see what happens from there. And they've got shots fired, high-speed pursuit. Ugh. The boys are back in town, apparently. Yeah, we'll see on block towing. I don't know. You know, we'll see how it goes. He may work. The company might get big. It might just stay as a small little thing. You know, I don't know yet. Part of that may depend on what happens with a couple of select people in regards to Skyline. Because one of our members founded Skyline, and then he's had some issues going on that have really prevented him from being able to be on. So a couple of us just, you know, we liked the name, we liked where it was headed, so we just took the storyline and continued with it. Well, if he comes, you know, so that kind of forced KJ and Ryan, I don't remember what Ryan's name was now, to kind of have to step up and take a more of a leadership role for the company than we had originally planned. So we'll see what happens. You know, if that member is able to come back and takes it back over and starts doing it again, then there's a good chance Block may pick up. But if you know, if he doesn't come back anytime soon, you never know. We may the storyline of block towing may result in block towing may fold, and KJ may become responsible for Skyline. Swear, I thought I saw little drones flying through the air there for a second. I just don't know where it's going to go yet. So, we'll see. It's part of the fun with some of these storylines is you just don't know where you're going to take them. So you get there. You know, nothing is set in stone. Nothing's scripted in here. Nothing's, you know, when I was early on in my doing 5M world, you know, everyone said, oh, the whitelisted servers are all scripted. Everybody knows exactly what's going to happen. It all flow. No, there is no. Most people don't even have a script. Some of us don't even have a true idea of what we want to do for the entire night. You know, sometimes it's literally just you drive around and you see what happens. And then there's others that say, okay, roughly I want to use this character. We're going to attempt to rob this. You know, we might, you know, in theory, we're going to try and drive, you know, we might drive away. You know, we're going to try and drive away and get away that way from robbing the bank or something. And then they kind of just see how it goes, and what happens. But no, there's definitely no, oh, this is the set script for how this is going to flow for the night. Which is nice. I'm not the only one that's having things crash. 5M's having some trouble tonight. So I just saw a couple of my buddies kick back on that I know were just in the server a few minutes ago. So, yeah, we definitely have some issues going on. Whether it's something with the OCRP servers or 5M in general, but there's definitely something going on. Yeah, you're right. In the end, KJ's going to get probably an ownership in one or both. I mean, you know, if he ends up as kind of taking, you know, if he ends up buying, you know, getting into Skyline, nothing says that as the owner that he has to keep towing every day. Yeah, and exactly. You know, it's unknown to everybody but those that are doing it, and honestly, a lot of us, when we're doing things, like I said, we want to do this, and we think we're going to drive away, attempt to drive away. And then from there, what happens is the magic of what happens. I've been in pursuits before. Honestly, before I was streaming, I was running from the cops on a motorcycle, made it down to the casino, thought I got away clear with stealing a car, so from the casino parking lot. So I'm driving back up towards the county at speed, at the speed limit, thinking I'm blending in and everything's fine. Well, then suddenly I have cops behind me. They caught up to me. They're sitting behind me, so I'm like, crap, they know that's me. Put my foot down, came up past the Sandy exit, flipped a U-ey, started coming back southbound. I looked behind me to see how far behind me the cops were, to see what options I had. And a vehicle spawned in front of me with no warning, and I creamed it. So I went from, I'm going to get away from the cops by just doing a bunch of high-speed maneuvers, to now got to RP the fact that I just crashed the car. So, sometimes even what we plan doesn't happen out the way we plan it. And yeah, we're definitely, we're a community, but we're also, to some level, at least within some of us, we're almost like families. And I don't mean that in joking. We get close. It's almost like, it's a second family for some people, especially within groups. And it's really nice. I do enjoy it. It's one of those nice things that, like I said earlier, I had a bad night. I thought some people were meaning something one way, so I took it that way, and made a decision to step away. Talked with him about it afterwards, and it's like, oh, okay, y'all were meaning it that way. Okay, I'm cool. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Let's see if we can figure out something to do. I agree. As I've gotten more and more involved in doing things, I've joined more and more of their discords, and it's like, I've gone from, okay, I had a couple discords on my thing, to I'm up to like 15 different discords that I'm joined into for some of the different creators, and it's just, we all interact, and it's really nice to see it. And there's no pressure. I didn't stream for a long time, and then I kind of said, well, let's see what it's like. And for those that have been around since the very beginning, you've noticed that the channel has changed names about 3 times inside of a week to week and a half, but started with one name, went to another, and then because they all keep calling me Cajones in the golf game and other places, channel got a third rename, and it's probably going to stick with this one for at least for now. So it's Cajones Gaming. That's just because that's what everyone was starting to refer to me as, which I didn't mind. nice thing is in 8 days they're actually working on putting together. They want to do doing some sort of a racing night on the 28th. Unfortunately, I'm not available at that point, so I'm not going to be able to participate as much as I would have loved to have been able to race. Just unfortunately, the scheduling didn't work out this time for that. So anyone that's listening in, if you're interested in watching a bunch of OCRP members race around a asphalt track, or excuse me, a concrete track, feel free to catch up with somebody. I'm sure Jeff Aviano, Civ Ryan, Bugs will probably be there too, which will be cool. 080 Sean will be in. I'm sure Jock's probably going to be involved. I know Jason's talking with the one putting it on about having Larry Berry be the commentator, so I'm sure Jason will be streaming that night. It'll be interesting. I don't know, and I don't know on round 6 because the Jock who's in charge of the tour at the moment has actually put everything on hold and is giving people a little time to play catch up. So for those that hadn't been able to get through the earlier rounds, he's letting them have about 2.5 weeks to get caught up. So I'm not sure when round 6 will be. So, but I expect that I should be able to play it live, and if I can't, I'll play it on a catch-up stream. So, but this actually means I might get to actually play. You know, if I actually make it to the championship round, I might get to play in that. So that'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, everybody's building their characters, and they've got their certain things that everyone just kind of picks on. So I'm perfectly cool with that. I'm glad to see it happen. You know, yeah, I mean, Bugs is completely Boat Boy, and everyone's kind of fallen in love with that character. That I'm sure when he created him for those 5 PD episodes that Boat Boy showed up in, I'm fairly certain he figured it was going to be like a lot of them, which was, it's a throwaway character. You know, they're going to use it for 1 or 2 things within, a couple things within that, and then they're going to call it quits, and that character's not going to stick around. Well, Boat Boy has stuck around. Just like, you know, we also got George that sticks around. I don't think Jason expected Larry Berry to take off as big as he did. And what was really cool was Bugs came in and did a lot of that recording with Jason for the Larry Berry series on Boat Boy. He didn't record those for videos. So, you know, there was not Boat Boy's side of it. It was 100. He was doing that 100% to support Jason, which was awesome. So, I mean, there were sometimes he was in not streaming, not recording, so that way Jason could get what he needed to be able to pull off those episodes about Boat Boy. But then you also have to be a little cautious sometimes when you get too many characters, because Jason, you know, you get too many involved in the same storyline, and it starts to become a little more difficult to do certain things. Which is why I've got a couple characters, and I try to keep, for the most part, everybody in their own storylines. And hoping that if I can avoid it, the storylines don't cross. But if they do, they do. Oh, yeah, I mean, Jock put it on hold. I think he got a little bit of pressure from several of us, because several of us were commenting that, wow, we didn't expect this. We thought this thing was going to be like, you know, every week and a half you're shooting around, not every 2 days. 2 to 3 days. And it was a little bit of an aggressive timeline initially, you know, that he had set up. It was doable if people were willing to put in the time, but I mean, if we're doing 4 people, it takes 2.5 hours to shoot 1 round of golf. So if you're doing it as a group of 4 each time, that's 2, 4, 6, 7.5 basically 8 hours a week that you just lost. Which, for some people, is a problem. For others, it's not. Oh, yeah, 100%. They never expected to latch on to that character as well as it did. Oh dear. Is that... For a second there, I thought that might have been Boat Boy. Yeah, I mean, when I did it solo, when I did round 4 playing catch-up, and I was rushing a little bit and my score showed it, it took me 35 minutes to get through a round of 18 by myself. So, it took a little bit. I wasn't upset. I mean, it was great. We were having a good time. We're still going to have a good time. But, yeah, I'm glad to see that he's kind of reevaluating the timeline on it a little bit. I mean, I almost just said I wasn't going to be able to do it at all because I knew I had several things going on, and I still have a few things going on in October that it was like I'm not going to have certain nights that we're going to schedule to be whole, so I'm like, I'm not available. So I was like, I'm just going to miss too many rounds, so I was like, I'm not going to do it. And they're like, oh, you got to start it at least and have some fun with us, even if you don't finish it out. I'm like, all right. Well, glad I did, because... No shells in trailer to right of stage. Smells like pancakes. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to watch in a few days. No shells in trailer to the right of the stage. Smells like pancakes. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't know if it's murder. I mean, it could be seashells. There could be any number of things. Okay, I'm now concerned. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? I am. Do I call it or do I just ignore it? We're gonna follow and see if how bad he's being before we just dial. Yep, could be eggshells even. Gotta love it when the cops just drive past, not even paying attention. Oh, I know it's dangerous. I'm waiting on 911 just to respond. I was hoping if I had honked at him, he might have looked up. Yeah, he may have noticed that something was wrong. Come on, I deactivated you. There it goes. Well, I tried. Might have. You never know. I would hope they weren't Netflixing and driving, but they could have also been listening to dispatch call. You know, that was prepping them to go to a call too. So, and they may have thought that was us just saying hi, not trying to draw attention to something. So. But they pulled in behind the shop, so I'm not, I have no authority to go say anything to them. Oh, FHP's flying, so maybe. Maybe they're gonna go see if they can find it. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Technically, they're treating Route 68 like a highway, so I bet the officer called it into Highway Patrol to come take a peek. Come deal with it for jurisdiction purposes. That's probably what it was. Well, if they find it, they find them. If not, they don't. We made the attempt. That is one difference between here and real life. Real life, they've got multiple 911 dispatchers. Here, it's usually one dispatcher that's trying to handle 911 and dispatching the officers. So, yeah. Speaking of, not necessarily Netflixing, but I will be right back in just a minute, folks. I need to take 30 seconds to go grab something more to drink, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I am back, everybody. Sorry about that. Yeah, they do a good job considering it is just one person. They do a very good job of it. especially on nights like this where there's a lot of things going on. They've got a lot of pursuits, a lot of 911 calls that are trying to be taken all at the same time. It depends on how many are around. Sometimes they'll get a secondary dispatcher in the system that all they're doing is handling 911 for them, for the primary dispatcher, but it doesn't happen every time. Hey, it's Florida. So this rain will probably be over in about 15 seconds. And just like normal, Florida, yeah, rains for 2 minutes, so now it's
Sanders, dispatch
200%
Skyline towing.
humidity. Go ahead, dispatch. Go ahead, dispatch.
Hey there, sir. I've got a request for service for you out at 1007 Stab City. It's going to be on an unmarked silver BCSO Tahoe as well as a marked Explorer.
Okay. We'll be en route with one truck. It'll be about a minute and a half.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Alright, off we go to another job. We're heading over to Stab City to apparently pick up 2 LEO vehicles. So, there's an RP that a second truck shows up from Skyline. That's how we're going to handle it. Skyline's sending 2 trucks. One that's actually visible, and one that I'm just going to go, hey Fred, grab this one. Okay, good. See you at the shop, sir. You know, the easy way to take care of 2 vehicles when you've only got 1 tow truck. Because inevitably, they're not going to want to sit there and wait for you to take one and then come back and get the other. They want to be done. Let's say 1,000. I said Stab City. Oh, I see. I see cars. I just don't know what ones we're getting. Yeah.
Again, a couple witnesses, one who has visually ID'd you, the other, actually 2 others that have
They're still dealing with the suspect, so we'll just politely wait up here.
Hey man, the vehicle I believe they wanted towed was that gray Tahoe over there. It's gonna be a police vehicle.
Okay, we taking it back to the station.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I can sign the paperwork for you if you need.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great.
Sure.
Yeah, it's always good to have the paperwork that way. If somebody else decides to pull me over and go, "Why are you got this unmarked vehicle?" I've got proof that I've got permission to tow it.
Yep. No worries.
Is
Alright,
it
buddy,
still
I'm in.
running or?
Not sure.
Yeah, so both of them should be running. If you're gonna take both of them, the Explorer is pretty much undrivable. So whatever you got to do to get rid of it, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I've got my buddy County coming to pick up that second one, so we'll get one
Yeah,
loaded
sounds
up and
good.
have he'll grab the other one and take care of it for us.
Alright,
Yep.
sounds good.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
That's what we need to do with our subject here. Is he doing county transport or what?
Yeah, I just called County. He should be here any minute, so I'm gonna go get him out. But actually, if you want
Yeah.
to come out
I was gonna say I gotta get him out.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, if you got a third truck on that SSPD, Vic can get towed too.
I can call in our dispatch and have I think Fred's got the second county unit. We can get that one out here as well.
Yeah,
Did
whatever you got to
did
do,
you check
but
and
that
make
can
sure
get out of here.
163 is not coming back for it? I don't even know where he is.
Yeah, I just talked to him. He's not
Okay.
coming back.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get both of these taken care of for you. Don't worry.
We'll be here for a little bit so we can wait for the other tows. We gotta go search this trailer anyway. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, thanks. You want to pull your car in?
All right, we're gonna do this one this
Yeah.
way. Hop in. Me, friend. It's the Explorer. So yeah, for those that aren't aware, when I was saying, you know, we got a second truck being driven by county. That's code for we're just getting rid of the vehicle and it's going to disappear. And then when we needed another one, I was like, okay, well, I've got Fred coming with the other county truck. You know, he'll be happy to take care of it as well. Just kind of told them how to take care of it because, yeah, I mean, I probably could have driven over, dropped this one, driven back, and gotten the second one before they finished their searching. Maybe, but probably not. That's where sometimes when we've got 2 or 3 trucks running tow, it's actually kind of nice because we can get these multi-calls like that where we can roll multiple trucks, pick up multiple vehicles, and really complete out the scene versus just halfway completing it like we just did there. Yeah, that was definitely the end of a pursuit gone crazy, that they had multiple disabled vehicles or multiple downed officers. Oh, and I need to come over here and go clear a call, because I am done on that one. So wait for one of these days that legally I can go through the light, and then somebody just blows through it and just completely sideswipes the truck. I know it's going to happen one of these days. It's just going to be a matter of when. Yeah, definitely. No ifs, ands, or buts. When there's 3 vehicles at one location to get towed, something happened.
Andreas, dispatch to Skyline Towing.
Go ahead, dispatch.
Hey, we got a request for service 94068 at Larry's RVs. I believe it's on a red lawnmower.
Oh, he came back out. Okay. Yeah, we can be there, be about 1 minute.
Thank you.
No problem. You might want to let the officers on that scene know he was driving that mower down 68 earlier.
Yeah, I think that's where I found him. There was also reports of him on 13, but I think they're aware of all that.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Looks like the lawnmower got caught. Not sure why I put this into the GPS. I know where I was going. It's more just to kind of get the distance to be able to give him an estimation of time. It's on a pickup. Well, that's new. How the... I'm gonna have to push it out of the... That's gonna get interesting.
Howdy, partner.
Hey, evening, trooper. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. How about yourself?
I'm a little bewildered at the moment, but I'm doing okay.
Hey, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right, so a little backstory on here. The red lawnmower here, stolen property from the U-Tool. It's going to go back to the U-Tool if you can do that. He was attempting to steal this orange pickup truck, however, it belongs to the Larry's RV here. So it's just going to be towing that lawnmower. I'm sorry. I don't know how we're going to get that down, but I'm willing to help you.
I'm thinking what I'm probably gonna do is ask you to move, and I'm probably gonna back my truck up to the tailgate of it and just kind of go shove, and then it's gonna drop down just a little, but that'd probably be the easiest option.
Hey, you're the expert here. I'm following you. You let me know what to do. I'll move my car. We'll start with that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I am not the expert on how the hell they managed to do that. They've used the attach script. I know what they've done. Now the question's gonna be, can I detach it, or do we have to have the suspect to do it? We're sitting in the parking lot. I don't need those. Me pushes lawnmower from bed of pickup onto the truck. Reality is going to be detach. We do not have a vehicle to detach, so Try it again. Help. Of course, that gives me nothing. Attach? No. Okay. Okay, so I cannot do it because they attached it. So, yep. Okay. So that lined up better than I thought. I went ahead and just got it. I was able to get it pushed over, and I will take that mower back to the U-Tool for you.
You got it, man. I appreciate you.
No problem. Anytime.
You're a good man. You enjoy your night. Be safe.
Same to you, Trooper. Have a good one.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yeah, we're just gonna... It's just gonna stay there. And I'm just gonna pretend that I have a load going to the U-Tool. Wow, we're back to this kind of RP, because, yeah, it's not going to detach, and I'm not going to try and figure out what the spawn code is for that mower to be able to spawn a second one into the parking lot just to put it on the back of the truck to drive it to the U-Tool, so we're just going to drive to the U-Tool and offload an imaginary lawnmower. And yes, the fact that the guy was driving a stolen lawnmower is even funnier. He was driving a lawnmower down 13. Oh man, I'm glad he didn't get hit. Through the desert. Because now I gotta go to find up to the next exit to turn around and come back to the U-Tool. Oh. At least it's not 500 miles. See the new U-Tool anyway, so this is a good purpose, good reason I have to go there. Holy wow, they did a good job on this. And I know through here, if you wait for it to go up, is their whole lumber section. That's cool. Looking to see if we have any employees. Lawnmowers, fridges, checkout, services, checkout. Alright. I'm not seeing anybody, so items have been returned. It did, Cody. Yeah, the U-Tool did turn out nice. They've put a lot of work into that. And they're working on the Mega Mall next, I believe. That's going to be another one they're going to build out an interior for, which will be nice to have. listen, folks, I greatly appreciate everyone watching tonight, hanging out for a little while, but I am going to be calling it for the evening. Hopefully everyone has a quiet rest of their evening, and might catch up again sometime this weekend, hopefully. Have a great one. Thanks for being here. Have a good night.